basics of tool engineering. In this index we have course scheme and its outcomes, specification table for question paper design, micro project topics, suggested learning resources, what tool means, some cutting parameters, and selection of the cutting speed and feed. The course is affiliated to MSBT as a tool engineering, having code 22565, having lectures of 3, practicals of 2 hours, having total credit of 5 per batch, and theory marks 70, out of which you required 28 marks, and practical assessment is for 30 marks, and total will be considered as 100 marks. Also end semester examination, which will be conducted for 25 marks, for which you have to score 10 marks. In practical assessment 25 marks, minimum required is 10 marks, which will be total 50 marks, and minimum marks you require is 20 marks. Okay, so course outcomes associated with the tool engineering are mentioned below. The first one is interpret geometries of various cutting tools. In this we have to identify, when we supply some tools to you, you must identify the tools and its geometries. Consider a single point cutting tool in which there are different angles, different faces, planes, roll up that planes. Then second CO is use relevant cutting tool, insert and tool holders for different machining operations. Here you must select or you must identify a relevant cutting tool, insert and tool holder for different machining process operations. In CNC machines you may find different inserts. For different operations we use number of inserts, from which you must identify which insert we have to use for a particular operation. Also there are tool holders. A particular insert is having a definite shape, so that shape must hold in the tool holder. Next CO is use relevant locating and clamping devices for component. For performing any operation we must have to locate and clamp the device. For that, when you understand that course, you will be able to decide the locating and clamping devices for a particular component. Then jigs and fixtures. So in drilling, milling machines you require jig and fixtures for machining different components. So relevant selection of relevant jig and fixture for different components. Then you must use relevant press tool and press tool operations for performing operations on the sheet metals. Obviously there are many sheet metal operations, and for which you require different press tools and press tool operations. Then use relevant die for bending and forging of a simple component. For any bending or forging operations, which is non-cutting operations, you must decide a particular die for that. Next, specification table for question paper design. By this, these are the some modules, you may call as a unit, from which first module is basic of tool engineering, which is having teaching hours of 6, and total marks for question paper design will be 8. This is a tentative design given by the MSBT. So for all the modules, these will be the marks, and total marks will be 70. These are the compulsory marks, not with the optional extra marks. So during this semester we have to perform some projects. Each group will be assigned a micro project from which you may select any of these topic. The first one is the preparation of wax rubber model of various die single point cutting tool. We use different dies and single point cutting tools that we observe in the workshop. We have to prepare the model of that die or single point cutting tool from wax or rubber. Second is collect various carbide inserts as per ISO. From ISO standard, we must collect various carbide inserts. In our workshop, we have CNC machine. We can select carbide inserts here. Next, measure press capacity of any press available in the industry or nearby industry. You can visit any of the press industry where you can find the capacity or you can measure it. Next, design simple clamping devices, jig, fixture, locating for a simple job. You will be given a simple job for which you have to design a simple clamping device or jig or fixture or locating device. Then you next topic is collect specification of different jigs and fixtures. You can also collect specifications of different jig and fixture from our workshop or from the industry nearby, so that you may get the idea of different jigs and fixtures that are used in the industry. Next is sketch different jigs and fixtures or clamping devices available in the institute workshop. The jigs, fixtures or clamping devices that are available in our institute workshop, you have to sketch it obviously on the CAD software. Next, identify and restrict degree of freedom of a given component for designing a clamping or locating device for a given machining operation. So in this topic, you will be given a job for which particular machining operations will be decided, and for that machining operations you have to restrict the component, restrict the degrees of freedom for that particular operation. Next, these are the some suggested learning resources from MSBT. So let us discuss about what is tool. Here you are going to observe knife. Okay, a knife is a harder, a knife is a sharper. It is used to cut with ease, that is approach angle. So there is a sharp edge on the knife, that we call it as it is a sharper, and it must be the harder. Remember, always a tool should be harder than the workpiece. Okay, whenever you are going to cut something with the knife, the hardness of that material should be lesser than the hardness of this knife. Let us watch this video. In this video, you are going to observe this is a workpiece and this is a tool, obviously a single point cutting tool, and in which there is a cutting edge. So this single point cutting tool is going to cut the material. So the material flowing out is called as chip. This is a tool, this is a workpiece. In lathe machines, by using a single point cutting tool, you will observe how cutting actuates. This is the flow of the metal, what we call as a chip. There are three forces acting on single point cutting tool. Generally, this is the diagram for which we have observed the video. This is the workpiece, this is the chip, and this is the tool. The interference between the chip and tool is this portion. and the interference between tool and workpiece is this portion. So heat is generated on this portion and this portion. So what are the cutting parameters? You already studied this in the manufacturing processes in the last semester, in which cutting speed means the cutting speed is the distance traveled by the work surface in unit time with reference to the cutting edge of the tool. That is relative motion between the tool and workpiece. So next definition is a feed. Feed is the distance advanced by tool. Feed is the distance advanced by the tool into or along the workpiece each time the tool point passes a certain position in its travel over the surface. Okay, so what is the feed? Feed is the distance advanced by the tool. Means, okay, in the previous slide you may observe that this is the depth of cut, okay, and the feed is when you advance this tool against the workpiece. So expressed in mm per minute. So last one is the depth of cut. It is the distance through which the cutting tool is plugged into the workpiece surface. Thus it is the distance measured perpendicularly between the machined surface and the unmachined surface or the previously machined surface of the workpiece. The depth of cut D is expressed in mm. In the previous slide you may observe that the distance of this tool edge to this workpiece surface, this is called as a depth of cut. Means this much amount of the material is going to remove from this workpiece. So these are the cutting parameters. Next, selection of the cutting speed and feed. These are the factors on which the selection of the cutting speed and feed depends, which you have observed in the workshop while you are performing the practical on the lathe machine. First, the selection of cutting speed and feed is based on the following parameters. First one is workpiece material. Obviously, the material of workpiece which you are going to machine is the first thing you must consider. Next, tool material. Next, tool geometry and dimension. All the planes, angles that are on the tool play most important role in cutting operation. Next, size of chip cross section. So the size of the chip which is extracting from the material. Next, type of finish desired, whether you are performing a finishing operation or a rough operation. On that you must select cutting speed and feed. So next, rigidity of the machine. So this one is also one important factor on which you can which depends selection of the cutting speed and feed. And lastly, types of coolant used. Obviously there is a heat generation between workpiece and tool. So here is the portion of interaction between tool and workpiece, and this portion of interaction between chip and tool, for which in both cases we require coolant, and for that selection of cutting speed and feed depends on type of coolant used. So these are the approximate range of recommended cutting speed for different materials. You may observe that harder the material, lesser is the cutting speed. So in the first module, which is basic of tool engineering, here we are going to discuss these points. The first one is the principle of tool engineering, then mechanics of cutting, then cutting forces. Cutting forces will include different forces acting on the tool while machining, which will be elaborated by using Merchant circle. You may calculate it with the help of Merchant circle. Then types of metal cutting, orthogonal cutting, oblique cutting, these will be included in this portion. And lastly, cutting tool geometry of single point cutting tool.